Top of the AM, my people. Headed to go punch this clock yet again, you know. Hey, Marcus Browne ought to Beterbiev post-fight reaction. Marcus Browne started off first 2 rounds using his jab, boxing ability, footwork, and then after that, it kind of went out the window going into round 3. He was back in the 7 to the corner, which is very bad for a power puncher. He didn't use a consistent jab enough after round 2. And with him having the better footwork, the better movement, he just wasted his advantages, plus the reach and height advantage. With the headbutt, you punched him, you know what I'm saying, and split him, rather than, you know, working to your advantages. If he has a blind spot or anything, you didn't use it. And sitting in the corner and leaning against the ropes against Beterbiev is all wrong, because you allow a fighter to pick and load up on shots. And ultimately it became his downfall and his demise of the fight. When it comes to Beterbiev, you know, he started off a little slow in the first 2 rounds, but after that he turned it on, applied the pressure, and just started coming with a combination onslaught attack at him. I mean, it was calculated. He wasn't just going loosely out here with the pressure. I mean, it was educated. And Beterbiev showed better footwork to me than he does in previous fights. And, you know, he has the equalizer in both hands. So if he starts to land and starts to, you know, hit you with some solid shots, then, you know, with Marcus Browne's case, you know, you have a chin that has been tested and has proven that you can get folded if you get hit with a solid one. Also, I didn't like Marcus Browne punch resistance or his reaction to punches. And it kind of seemed like he absorbed the power and seen how hard Beterbiev hits, and just was like, fuck this. Overall, I feel like he kind of just wasn't all the way there, or just kind of just gave it up. And I don't know, that's a mental thing. So, I mean, I pray and hope all the best for Marcus Browne. You know, you're still a good fighter. You know, I said pre-fight that him and Derrick James will need about 3 camps before they get comfortable, because if you're new to the camp and it's a new trainer, once you start getting hit with something that you don't like, you're going to revert back to doing what you usually do before you linked up with D. James. And that's exactly what happened. I mean, he got gun shy off the power of Beterbiev and just stayed on his back foot, and just pretty much just stayed in the corner and on the ropes. When Marcus Browne was using in the center of the ring and his footwork and his movement, he had success. But as soon as he went away and just started letting your Beterbiev walk him down and put him rough him up and push him in the corner, yeah, onslaught. Work the body. As soon as you get him to drop his hands, boom, come with it straight over the top. Shit, simple. Wasn't nothing crazy or too strategic or about the punch selection. You know what I'm saying? He just went body, head, body. Also, what I didn't like is that Marcus Browne was head hunting too damn much. You know, you gotta go down and work the body. You know, you gotta mix up the attack, the combination. Just throwing a little single jab that ain't got enough fuck you on it, it's not gonna get that man's respect like that. Overall, I don't think Marcus Browne is done, but he does need to continue to work with Derrick James so they can get their best results out from one another. And I think Marcus Browne needs a trainer like Derrick James, because his ring IQ is not the highest, and it showed that don't knock that he's not a skilled southpaw fighter who has the tools, but if mentally you're weak and you don't have the mental fortitude to weather a storm, then some fighters tend to break. And, it happens. That's why it's imperative that you do have a good trainer in your corner, but you have